What's going on, guys? Juice Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is Saturday the 27th of January. And there are just a few more days left for this transfer window itself. Of course, deadline day is rapidly approaching and we've got a lot to cover in today's episode. So before we get started, as always, if you enjoyed the video and enjoyed transfers, show your support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to our channel, make sure to press the subscribe button for more and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, it's down below in the description box. And today's question of the day: what's the best signing your club has ever made in a January transfer window? Let it down below in the comment section. And remember, every single day at 8:30, there'll be a new transfer video on my channel. But now let's jump on to confirmed deals, and the very first player is Ruiz, going to CA Colon in Argentina from Sporting on loan for £180,000 as a fee. Then we've got LAPORTE going to Southern on a permanent basis on a free transfer from Brighton. Next is Darren Bent going to Burton Albion from Derby on loan for the rest of the season. Another Argentinian player is going to be Villafañez, going to Alanyaspor from Panathinaikos for £900,000. Maximovic has joined Spartak Moscow in the Russian league from Napoli on loan for the rest of the season. Then we've got Zoria going to a team in Turkey called Yeni Malatyaspor, and that is from Marseille on loan again for the rest of the season. Then we've got Bongonza going to a team in Belgium this time called Zuta Wellegram from Celta Vigo. Again, that's also a loan deal, as most of these are today. And the final one today is also another loan deal, but it's a pretty big one, being JOAO going to West Ham from Inter. As a loan deal until the end of the season costs them around £1 million as a fee. There is an option to buy there for around 26 mil in the summer. I will say in yesterday's episode that honestly I think it's a good move for West Ham. He hasn't been playing too much for Inter Milan, or when he has been playing, hasn't been playing too well. But he does want to prove himself, and I do imagine he'll be a definite starter for West Ham. And if he does play well, obviously I can sign for 26 mil, which in this market, it's not really too much for a Premier League club. And if he plays badly, it's only really a £1 million risk for a football club. And he just goes back to Inter Milan. And in regards to FIFA Ultimate Team, I do believe he'll get a once to watch card for this transfer. And imagine that's probably not too far away now, maybe next week. And potentially João Mario informing the Prem could go for quite a bit, like 85 rate, a good pace about him, a big shooting upgrade, good passing, good dribbling, in fact a very well-rounded card. But now let's jump on to potential deals, and the very first player is going to be Tim Cahill, the former Everton man and also the former Millwall man. According to Sky Sports today, Millwall have offered Tim Cahill a contract, as right now he's a free agent. And in fact, Millwall was his very first senior club back in 1998 before moving to Everton in 2004, and actually featured for Millwall against Manchester United in an FA Cup final. And since then he's played in America, he's gone to China and also Australia. And it would be quite fitting to see him go back to the club he first started at and potentially even retire there. Next up, we go on to Johnny Evans. According to various different outlets today, Arsenal have offered Mathieu Debuchy plus £10 million to West Brom in an attempt to persuade the Baggies to sell Johnny Evans. He was heavily linked to Man City as well at one point for like £25 million or so. It does seem they've got a different target, being Bilbao's Laporte, which we do have an update in this episode itself. I'll get into in just a moment. But Johnny Evans to Arsenal, they do need some defensive backup and he could be that man. And Debuchy is somewhat unwanted at Arsenal now because he's not really playing. And at West Brom, he might get more game time. And there were a few articles the other day suggesting that Johnny Evans may leave West Brom, I think maybe in the summer, for a lot less than West Brom value him at. I'm not sure why, but the fee I saw was like under £5 million. So because of that, they may look to sell in this winter, and getting Debuchy and 10 mil, it may not be all that bad. Next up, we go on to Gonçalo Guedes today, according to L'Equipe in France. Valencia are confident of finalising a permanent deal with PSG for Gonçalo Guedes worth up to €40 million. It's payable before June 2018. And it was just 1 year ago that Guedes joined PSG from Benfica for a fee of like £15+ million, and now he's gone to Valencia for this season on loan. He's doing fantastic so far, in fact, got a lot of assists to his name and got a couple of goals as well. And the second part, again according to L'Equipe, does say Valencia are confident to sign lonely attacking midfield revelation Gonçalo Guedes on a permanent deal from PSG at the beginning of this coming summer. Atletico Madrid are also very much interested to try and make a move for him, but as of right now Valencia, they are still favourites. Next up, we move on to Eric Lamela. According to Sky Italy today, Inter Milan could make an attempt to sign Tottenham winger Eric Lamela in June. So that part does suggest it won't be a winter transfer, but going on to the next page, they're saying that Inter are finding it difficult in their attempts to land Javier Pastore on loan from PSG this month, with Lamela seen as a viable alternative. Now, if they can't get Pastore in January on a loan deal, because it does seem PSG are very much wanting a permanent basis, it could make a very late move for Lamela, although right now, with like 4 days left, it may be quite unlikely it'll go through. And Damaso was saying that Inter and also Pastore have agreed a contract with personal terms and stuff, but as of right now they can't agree a deal with PSG to make it a permanent transfer. And next I got a very cool story according to Damaso and also RMC today regarding a very young player called Pellegrini who plays for Genoa. So both these sources are asking that AS Monaco have reached an agreement to sign 16-year-old striker or attacker Pietro Pellegrini, beating Juventus and also a late push from Arsenal to get the deal done. Now at this point in time he's not head-to-head of what I'm aware of, so giving a bronze striker card, again the stats I have no idea what they'd be. And Damaso's article in particular does say 16-year-old attacker Pietro Pellegrini will undergo a medical in Monaco today after a €25 million deal was concluded with Genoa yesterday. And AS Monaco did sell Carrillo to Southampton for a very similar fee, like €22 million, so they pretty much reinvest that straight away into a 16-year-old. Now personally I've never actually seen him play, but he was born in 2001 and a lot of Italian journalists are saying he's the future of Italian football. And to be fair, if Monaco put the time and effort into developing him as a player, just like I did with Mbappe, it could be very good for the future for them. And Damaso also goes on to say a record transfer for a player of his age, it's a 5-year contract worth €1 million a season initially, with a yearly wage increase. Now if I'm correct, because he's just 16 years old, he'll actually get a contract itself when he turns 18, so in a couple years time he'll start getting that €1 million a season. At least that's how I think it works in the Premier League. Although technically his family might start getting that wage, and eventually he'll get it as well, but either way, going to Monaco for a massive fee. And who knows, he might be added to FIFA Ultimate Team very soon. Next up we go on to Aubameyang, and according to Daily Mirror first up today, Borussia Dortmund are ready to walk away from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang talks due to their anger at Arsenal's negotiating tactics. It does seem they're pretty much relaying what Kicker was saying a couple days ago, that basically Arsenal upped their bid by like £3 million or so, and Dortmund really weren't happy with that. And what I find kind of funny is that Sky Sports tweeted out saying breaking news, Aubameyang's actually part of Borussia Dortmund's squad for today, which really isn't too surprising. I know he could be leaving, but as of right now he's still contracted to them. And he can already guarantee that on Arsenal Fan TV, if they don't get the Aubameyang deal done, there'll be a lot of meltdowns. And now we're going to a player linked to Borussia Dortmund this time, according to Il Messaggero. Borussia Dortmund could turn to Sevilla hitman Wissam Ben Yedder if they lose Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to Arsenal this month. And in fact there were a couple of reports saying that Ben Yedder may be looking for a move away from Sevilla, as right now his game time's been limited. So in the last 5 league games, to be fair, he has started 4 of them and played all 90 minutes. But the 2 other side there, he's been on the bench, and in fact before that, it seems like he doesn't really play too much at all. And looking at his stats, they do look very impressive actually. 1,789 minutes, okay, it's not god awful, but he's got 16 goals and 2 assists in that amount of minutes. And he has 26 total appearances as well, so of course there are a lot of sub appearances in there, or if he does start, he might not play the full 90. And in regards to FIFA Ultimate Team, he's a very good player, has got a very good team and group stage card as well, so if he went to the Bundesliga, I imagine he'd be used quite a bit. Next up we go on to Edin Dzeko today according to Sky Sports. Breaking news, Edin Dzeko's proposed permanent move from Roma to Chelsea is unlikely to happen. They haven't said anything about the Emerson deal, which I imagine will still go through, and the proposed double deal of Dzeko and Emerson, as of right now, it probably won't happen. They haven't given any specific reason as to why it could have fallen through, but I remember a couple of days ago they saying that Dzeko wants reassurance he'll get first team football at Chelsea. And perhaps that could be a reason why he's going against the move. And a player potentially going to Chelsea as well this time is it going to Olivier Giroud. So yet another target man linked to Chelsea today, and at this time it's according to the Daily Mirror. They said Chelsea are considering a move to bring Olivier Giroud to Stamford Bridge from Arsenal. Well, Damaso said that Chelsea have been told by Arsenal that they're very reluctant to grant a request that sees Giroud go to the Blues on loan until the end of the current campaign. And the player himself is not really too convinced about the transfer either, because right now, again, probably not guaranteed first team football, and is considered an alternative to Edin Dzeko, as it looks like it has fallen through. And Arsenal have already sold a player to a rival so far in his transfer window, so I don't think they'll make it a second one. Of course, the first one was Alexis Sanchez. I can't see him doing it again. And remember, Giroud is also linked to Borussia Dortmund. Next up, we've gone to one according to the Telegraph today. Real Madrid may turn their attention to Chelsea forward Eden Hazard after PSG ruled out Neymar's sale this summer. And obviously Neymar has been heavily linked to a move to Real Madrid. Again, we'll cover that later on this episode. But Hazard, it's not the first time he's went to Real Madrid, and I imagine at some point there could be genuine interest. Next up we go on to Laporte, according to Damaso and Sky Sports News. Laporte's move to Manchester City is now all agreed at €17 million in total. He'll arrive on Monday, medical on Tuesday, and then he'll be announced. And I will say again that Man City are very much long-term admirers of the defender, dating back until 2016. Next up we go on to Lucas Moura, according to RMC Sport. Lucas has agreed personal terms with Tottenham on a 4.5-year deal, who'll cost them €25 million. And like I previously mentioned with JOAO Mario to West Ham, 25 mil or 26 million pounds in this market, if for an English club in particular like the Premier League TV rights, it's not really that much. And at PSG, his game time definitely has been limited, so he needs to move on for first team football. And to Tottenham, it's not a bad club to go to, especially with a manager like Pochettino. And the final transfer rumour today is going to another Brazilian PSG player, being Neymar. So according to Sky Sports first up, Neymar is very happy at PSG despite rumours suggesting that he could be moving to Real Madrid this summer. And the second story regarding Neymar says, according to Goal.com, said that Neymar would be allowed to join Real Madrid, but only if he delivers Champions League success to Paris Saint-Germain, according to their club president. And even if PSG do win the Champions League this summer, I can't see Neymar going already, especially with how much money PSG put into the transfer. And the final one is according to Daily Telegraph, Paris Saint-Germain have insisted it will be impossible for Real Madrid to sign Neymar this summer. So I think it's safe to say that PSG will keep holding Neymar at least for this summer as well, because the rumour suggests he's unhappy. It may go down to the fans booing him, the Cavani situation, but given how well he is playing for them, I'm pretty sure they'll forget that if he keeps putting the effort in. But that, guys, is going to be it for today's video. So as always, if you enjoyed it and enjoyed transfers, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, make sure to press the subscribe button for more and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, it's down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, what is the best transfer your club has ever made? Let me know your answers down below in the comment section. And remember, every single day at 8:30, there'll be a new transfer video on my channel. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.